Yo, you already know, man, and welcome back to another video. All right, y'all, so today we back outside, man, and we head into the garden. So if y'all don't remember, we already started a major garden reset. We didn't cleared up all of our collard greens that we had growing right here. We cleared up that abandoned bed that we had right here for a while, man. We didn't even use it this year. And we pulled up some of our crops that was finished and that wasn't even doing so well. So y'all, we still got a lot to do in this garden, y'all. If y'all don't know, man, we did all of this to the garden this year. We didn't even have a garden looking like this last year. We was growing in ground beds and we was growing in fabric grow packs, y'all. So when I mean we didn't took a big step this year, we didn't took a big step. So today, y'all, we just gonna be doing a walkthrough, you know what I'm saying, in the garden, planning on what we're gonna be growing, planning on what we're gonna be building, and planning on what else we need to do to the garden. So let's go ahead in the garden and let's see what's going on. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so we're gonna start over here. So we already pulled up our collard greens, you know what I'm saying? So now the only thing we gotta do is till this dirt up. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, shuffle the dirt out a little bit, let some of the roots decompose. We're gonna amend the soil so once we put our next batch of greens in there, they ready to rock and roll. And then over here, this is where I said we're gonna grow some more herbs or some teas or something, you know what I'm saying, that we could fill in this spot. We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do, but we probably just gonna end up throwing some herbs in there. Right now, we got our sage rocking off in there. This is actually a 2-year sage that we've been growing right here, y'all, and this thing's still flourishing out. So we cleared up all of this now. So now we just gotta let this, you know what I'm saying, sit a little bit. We're gonna till it up, you know what I'm saying, let some of the roots decompose, and then they'll be ready to rock out. So now let's head to the middle. Now over here, so over here is my raised cucumber bed. So we built this cucumber bed just for my cucumbers, y'all. The crazy part is we had way more cucumbers growing in a 10-gallon pot than this bed, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I didn't fertilize it, I didn't neutralize it, I didn't put everything in it, you know what I'm saying, to get these cucumbers jumping, but they start producing. Like, we got some more cucumbers looking like they about to come right here, but a lot of them that I was checking on, you know what I'm saying, that I thought that was growing, they end up dying and falling off. So I don't know what's going on with this bed. It probably needs some more water, you know what I'm saying. There's been a lot of rain, you know what I'm saying, coming down lately, so I really haven't been watering this bed like that. But I just don't know. My cucumbers not rocking off like how they did last year. So we're going to let them finish going. You know what I'm saying? Look like it's some more cucumbers right here about to pop up. So if they end up producing, we're going to just leave them alone. If they don't, we're going to pull all of this up like we did, you know what I'm saying, over here. And we just going to clear this bed out and get it ready for the next batch of cucumbers or the next batch of crops that we're going to be growing in here. So yeah, y'all, these are cucumbers over here, man. They didn't do as well as they did last year, but we're going to figure it out, man. So this is my cucumber bed. All right, y'all, so now let's come over here to my pepper station. So over here is some of my peppers. So I got some green peppers growing, I got some purple, and I got some red peppers growing. And I had another pepper right here, but it ended up dying and disintegrating, so we just had to pull it up and stuff. But I built this stand just for my peppers because last year I had my peppers growing on the ground, and them pests kept on snooping around, eating on my leaves, eating on my peppers. Every time I come outside, I had holes and stuff in my peppers. So I was like, man, we can't have that this year. So I elevated them. I made a whole stand for them, and ever since I made this stand, man, they've been rocking off and taking off, bro. Like, look at these Jones, they producing like crazy. Like, look at all of these peppers coming, y'all. Like, goddamn, man. So yeah, y'all, these are all, well, not all of my peppers, but some of my peppers. I still got some sweet peppers over there that I'm gonna show y'all, but I'm gonna probably be adding another pod to the pepper stand, probably putting the bottom half, you know what I'm saying, so we could have some peppers growing at the top and the peppers growing at the bottom. But I'm probably not gonna do that until next year. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna get it done. But over here, y'all, is all of my peppers. Now let's come over here to the middle pod. Now over here, so over here we already started pulling some stuff up over here. So we had some broccoli growing over here, we had some zucchini growing over here, and we still got our tomatoes growing over here, but we just waiting for them to finish off so we could pull those things up too, because as you can see, them things is flopping and dropping all over the place. And we found out this is not the best way to grow you some tomatoes, man, because we got them in fabric pots, and fabric pots don't have weight to it. So it's like once the soil dry out, them things be blowing all over the place, flipping all over the place. So we found out this is not the best way, you know what I'm saying, to grow you some tomatoes. So we're gonna let these finish rocking out, you know what I'm saying, then we're gonna pluck these things, and then we're gonna pull all of this up. The only thing we probably be growing right here is probably like broccoli, okra, zucchini, and probably like what else? Like a collard green or something like that. But we're not going to do tomatoes right here again. We're going to build a whole garden bed or a whole raised bed for just our tomatoes, man. So this is how we looking, you know what I'm saying, over here in this area. So now let's come over here to the middle part. So as you can see, we already start clearing up our planter boxes where our beans was growing. So we had our pencil beans over here, had our black beans over here. And as you can see, we cleared out, you know what I'm saying, both planter boxes. Now we just got to amend the soil, you know what I'm saying, let some of them roots decompose, flip some of this soil up, get it back fluffed out. Because as you can see, look at that. Yeah, we definitely got to fluff this back up. It's all compacted and all of that stuff. So we're going to get this thing back going so we could get our beans back in there rocking, y'all. So we already cleared up our beans, bean planter boxes and stuff. We got to do the same thing to that one. And the only thing we got growing now is we got some carrots growing still. We got some onions growing still. We got some potatoes over here growing. We got some okra still growing, strawberries, our fruit trees back there. And we also got some sweet peppers over here. So y'all remember I told y'all we got some more sweet peppers. So these are all of my sweet peppers. So I had some yellow sweet peppers over here, but we end up plucking them and just giving them to the chickens because they end up like disintegrating or they end up getting mushy and stuff. So we just gave them to the chickens and stuff. But over here, y'all, is all of my sweet peppers and stuff, and they still doing good. They rocking off, man. I probably do my sweet peppers different next year too, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get everything out here growing and stuff. That's why it's over here in this spot, you know what I'm saying, elevated. But we're gonna have our peppers in a designated area, you know what I'm saying? But right here is our sweet peppers. And we also got an avocado tree back there, y'all. We gotta transplant this thing. My mother-in-law gave me this, y'all, because you know I'm in love with fruit trees and I'm trying to build my food forest. So this is my avocado tree, y'all, and I've been growing it for like what, a month or two now, you know what I'm saying, outside, and they've been taking off. We gotta transplant it because it's starting to get big and stuff. But yeah, y'all, this my little avocado tree. It's rocking off and taking off. Now over here is my black diamond watermelon. So y'all, right now I got 3 different types of watermelons that I'm growing right now, and this surprised me because I didn't even know that, you know what I'm saying, these watermelons got pollinated until one day I was over there sitting on my bench and I looked down on the ground. I said, why that look like a little lobe growing, y'all? I came over here and it was 2 watermelons pollinated, y'all. This surprised the hell out of me, young. So, you know what I'm saying? Now I got to take care of these things, make sure they stay fertilized and watered so they could, you know what I'm saying, take off and start developing and stuff. Because I didn't even think we had a chance of growing this year. But they take it off and they growing. Got to water it because it looked like it's a little dry. Yeah, we got to throw some water in there. But over here, it's all of basically my plants that's just elevated that I want to just keep off the ground so the bugs and pests don't come snooping around. But yeah, y'all, over here is like my peppers, my sweet peppers, my watermelons, and just plants that just need to be elevated. Now I got some sweet potatoes over here too. So I planted these sweet potatoes, I think about like a month or 2 ago, you know what I'm saying? So it still got a couple, probably like 2 more months to go, because sweet potatoes take 100 days to mature and develop. So they still got a couple more months, you know what I'm saying, to go. And so we're gonna let these sit right here until probably the first week of frost, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna pull these things up and stuff. But yeah, y'all, these are sweet potatoes and they doing good. We probably gotta fertilize them a little bit, but other than that, they doing good. Now over here is my other potatoes, y'all. So we started these potatoes probably like 3 months ago, and I believe these things ready because there's already some potatoes popping up. Like, look at that potato right there. There's already some potatoes popping up. So I probably let this sit for like 1 more week, and then we're gonna flip these bags over and we're gonna harvest some potatoes. But the leaves are still green. They don't look like they dying just yet. That's the only reason I didn't pull them, because I've been waiting for them jumps to wilt and they look dead and to look dead, but they still looking like they trying to grow some potatoes and stuff. So I just been leaving it alone and letting it rock off, y'all. But over here is my potatoes. So yeah, y'all, we still got a lot of stuff to do. We got our carrots growing over here. They still doing good. Got our onions growing over here. They still doing good. Over here is our okra. Our okra, you know what I'm saying? Got our okra growing over here, still doing good. So we still got a lot of stuff growing in the garden, you know what I'm saying, still taking off. But a lot of stuff we did clear out, like over here. So over here we had our spinach and our romaine lettuce growing. So we were just doing that experiment, trying to see how to grow spinach and romaine lettuce. We end up finding out, you know what I'm saying, this was actually a good way to actually grow them, but we grew it during the wrong season. So now we just going let this dirt dry up a little bit, let some of this let some of these roots decompose. We're gonna minute soil you, put some more soil you back in there, and we're gonna get this thing back rocking and rolling. But we cleared everything out, so now we just gotta get the soil you, get them amendments in there, and get this thing back going. So this was our bed for our spinach and our lettuce. Now over here we still got our lavender growing, taking off. We didn't harvest no lavender this year. I'm kind of mad about that. But next year, we definitely going to take advantage of that, harvesting our lavender, coming out here with our mason jar, putting our lavender in our jars, you know what I'm saying? So we could be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep our good fragrances around and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You could use lavender for many different things. So, you know what I'm saying? We still got our lavender taken off. We just don't have a lot of cluster flowers, that ain't no word, cluster flowers, you know what I'm saying, growing on here. But yeah, y'all, this is my lavender. Now over here, we still got our strawberries popping, man. Our strawberries was doing good earlier this year, but once them June bugs came out, y'all, they started tearing up my leaves, man. They started making my strawberries look goddamn terrible, man. So this year we did have a good batch of strawberries that we harvest, but once June hit, man, we had all of these beetle bugs tearing up on our leaves. Like, look at all of these holes on our leaves. We did not have this earlier this year, y'all. So we gonna probably have to find like a mesh, probably like a mesh tent or something to cover our strawberries, because next year we can't go through all this, man. My strawberries look goddamn terrible. So, you know what I'm saying? We got our strawberries still growing, still developing. It's just like we can't even get a chance to even harvest none because the beetle bugs will get on them, you know what I'm saying, before we do. So we still got our strawberries growing and stuff. And back here is all of our fruit trees. Now our fruit tree is still rocking off. This is my elderberry tree. This is my blackberry tree. I got 2 blueberry trees. I got 1 lemon tree, 1 lime tree, 1 orange tree, and I got a raspberry tree. So as you can see, man, we treed up over here, y'all. We got endless trees, but we still trying to build our tree little forest, man. We still got a lot of stuff to do. I'm still trying to structuralize my trees how I really wanted to be over here. I'm still trying to figure it out, but we getting it done, man. This was just like really the first year that I was transforming everything and structuralizing everything. So we still gonna figure it out how we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? We are getting there. We do got some lemons growing, you know what I'm saying, on that thing. And I did fertilize them so they could keep rocking off and taking off and stuff. I probably got to put some water in that thing because they feel a little dry. But other than that, man, our trees still looking good. They still growing and developing and stuff. And yeah, y'all, these are little fruit trees. Now over here, y'all, I'm building a pallet. I don't know if I want to do a raised garden bed or I want to do like a ground garden bed, but this is going to be another bed for either, I don't even know, either like the tomatoes or something, either like some cabbage or something. I don't even know what I want to even plant in here, but I've been trying to find some wood, some more good pallets, you know what I'm saying, so I could take off the wood and put this thing together. The crazy part is I just keep on finding a lot of messed up pallets, you know what I'm saying, so it's hard to find some good wood, but we gonna get this thing done. We probably just put out like our tomatoes or something in here, but this is gonna be another build, you know what I'm saying, that y'all can stay tuned to, you know what I'm saying, because we gonna get this thing done. We still structuralizing this whole garden, but over here is gonna be another bed. I'm still trying to figure out what it's gonna be for, probably my tomatoes or something, but we gonna figure it out. But yeah, y'all, we getting this garden together, man. We still got a lot of stuff to do. We still got a lot of stuff to build. Like I gotta grow my I gotta get my garlic start growing. You know what I'm saying? I probably got filling these spaces. I gotta fill some spaces in over there. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta finish my garden bench because we still didn't finish that. Like we still gotta stain it. We still gotta paint it. We still gotta finish, you know what I'm saying, the roof. We still got a lot of stuff to do, y'all. So you know what I'm saying? Today, basically, we just doing a walkthrough, seeing what else we got to do to the garden. I didn't grow nothing in this bed, this raised bed this year, because I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to grow in it. And right now, it's just a storage, you know what I'm saying, for like if I want to move stuff around or put stuff right there, you know what I'm saying? Not move stuff around, but got little bags and stuff that I could just store in here, you know what I'm saying? Most of this stuff probably need to go in the trash and stuff, but yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even use this bed. So next year, I probably use this bed for like sweet potatoes or probably like cabbages or something. Probably move it right there next to the other one. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't even use it this year. But we still got a lot of stuff to do, y'all. Still, like I was saying, we still got to finish the bench. I still got to put some Flex Seal on top of the roof and stuff so we don't get no leaks. I still got to add the other part of the roof on this side, man. So we still got a lot of stuff to do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this how the garden really looking now. We about to come over here to well, I'm about to be planting some herbs. So this garden bed right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be moving right here, you know what I'm saying? So we could plant our herbs and stuff over here. But right now we got our turtles in there. So we're gonna be moving our turtles over there to that spot. They're gonna have their own little enclosure and their own little spot that they can grow. I mean, where they can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, grow and flourish out. So that's gonna be like their little habitat area over there. And we're gonna remove them, you know what I'm saying, out of here. And then we're gonna move this whole bed over here and make it a herb bed. So we still got a lot of stuff to do. And over here, this is gonna be basically our composting section. So we gotta clear all of this up. As you can see, we got tomatoes growing at our compost. We just let it rock out, you know what I'm saying? Because the tomatoes is actually producing. That's the crazy part, you know what I'm saying? So we just let it rock out. So once they done producing and stuff, we're gonna chop these things down, get the tomatoes to the either the turtles and the chickens, and yeah, cut all this stuff down. Now I'm back here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, this took a long time for me, you know what I'm saying, to even have this much growth, y'all. Because last year, we didn't have none of this, y'all. So back here, y'all, is all of our melons, you know what I'm saying? So we got, you know what I'm saying, some sugar baby watermelons growing back here, y'all. We got the sugar baby right here. So this is sugar baby that's growing in the 5-gallon pot. We got sugar baby back there that's growing in the watermelon mound. We got Charleston Gray over here. Look at that thing. Look how big that joint is. Growing over here, you know what I'm saying, in the watermelon mound. You got cantaloupes. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all them loops. Get over here, show you them loops. You know what I'm saying? We got loops over here growing. Got another big old Charleston Gray growing. You know what I'm saying? So we still got a lot of stuff growing, taking off. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the summer. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all, we still got a lot of stuff to keep, you know what I'm saying, doing. You know, but this the update, you know what I'm saying, on my little melon patch, what's going on back here. And yeah, y'all, we still got a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, y'all, that's the garden walkthrough. So as y'all can see, man, we still got a lot of stuff growing. We still got a lot of stuff producing, and it's still a lot of stuff that we got to do, man. I just wanted to keep y'all tuned in what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the garden after we did the major garden reset. We did clear up a lot of things, but it's still some things that we still letting grow, you know what I'm saying, to finish off, like the tomatoes that we trying to let finish off, because I was gonna pull those up, but it's still a lot of tomatoes that's on there that's still growing and producing. So I'm gonna just let them finish off and rock off, and then we're gonna pull those things up. But yeah, man, we still got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of projects that we still gotta get done and stuff. But yeah, man, we done came a long way with this garden, y'all. It's crazy how this didn't even look like this last year. It's so crazy, man. But y'all already know, man, it's Nature Waterfish. Y'all know I gotta do it like this every single time. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, so you won't miss a video. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all, this is my garden, man. It's crazy how far we didn't came. But next thing we're gonna be doing some more building projects, some more planting projects, and some more structuralizing projects. But y'all already know, it's Nature Waterfish. I'm gonna keep y'all tuned in, you know what I'm saying, every other day. And y'all already know, oh my. Get the growing, baby.